Action!
Every who down in Hoover like
Loudly.
Every who down in Hoover like Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lives just north of Hoover did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was too too small. But whatever the reason, his head or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve creating the news. Staring down from his cave with a sour grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town, where he knew every neighbor who lived beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath.
Ooh. Woohoo!
Grinch.
What? And they're hanging their stockings?
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow and Christmas, it's practically here.
And he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
For tomorrow he knew all of the blue girls and boys would wake bright and early. They rushed for their toys, and then, oh the noise, oh the noise. Noise, noise, noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise, 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 noise. And the who's young and old would sit down to feast. And they feast, and they feast, and they feast, 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 feast. They would feast on her pudding and wear her roast feast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they do something he liked least of all. Every who down in Hooverville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand and the leaves would start singing.
Okay, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Can't hear you, Joel.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
Hey!
That was sing. And the more the Grinch thought of those speakers to sing, the more the Grinch thought,
Grinch.
I must stop this whole thing. Why? For 53 years I put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
He took his mouth in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick with this coat and this hat. I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there's none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a
No, it's funny.
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
So he called his dog Max, and he took some red bit, and he tied a big horn on top of his head.
Max, stand up so we can see you over here on the camera.
Where's Max?
Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle trunk and pitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said,
Giddy up!
and the sleigh started down toward the home where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, white snow filled the air. All the Who's little dreams he changed without care. And he came to the first little house on the square.
This is stop number one.
This is stop number one.
The old Grinchy climbed, and he climbed to the brook and put his legs in his fist. When he slid down the chimney a rather good pinch, but a Santa could do it, and so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace grill. There were the little stockings all hung in a row.
These stockings?
He grinned ugly.
First things to go.
Then he filled with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Popguns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums, and he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch ran in, we stuffed all the bags, one by one, up to the window. Then he swung to the icebox, he took the roast piece, he took the blue pudding, he took the roast piece. He cleaned up the icebox as quick as a flash. By the Grinch, he took the glass
the stuff with the tree. There, right? Where are we? Santa Claus, why are you taking the Christmas? Up with the tree, shoot my log, go on the toilet. Oh my God, I'm softly stalking.
Just go on to this page. That one with this one?
And he just grabbed the tree and he started to shove. Then he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and saw a small who. Little Cindy Lou Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny who daughter, who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why are you taking my tree? Why?" But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie and he thought it up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot?
The fake Santa Claus lied.
There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here.
And his food fooled the child, then he patted her head and got her drink and he sent her to bed.
Get through it to bed.
And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuck up the tree. Then the last thing he took was a log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls, he left nothing but hook and some wire. And the one speck of food he left in the house was a crumb that was too small for a house. And he did the same thing to the other whose houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other whose mouses.
Okay, Grinches, can you sing the song?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
You really are a heel. You're as ugly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an your brain's full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana. No, I wouldn't touch you with thunder. 39 and a half. Mr. Grinch. You left her lights in your smart. You
can't hear Mitchell. I can't hear you.
Mr. Grinch. Give it the choice between the two of you. I'd take the seats to crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, nasty son. Your heart is full of wonder.
See the dog move up all the way for that one? Sorry.
The 3 words that best describe you are not cold, stink, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're a sinful sock. Your heart's a dead tomato flushed with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appealing document, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up and tangled up knots. Now the 8th meeting, Mr. Grinch. Looking down pages, super now.
Oh, look, here comes the dog.
Well, why did you really pick this out for me or not?
Mr.
You might as well say you got memorable son.
Censor on that one.
Mr. Grinch. It was quarter past dawn, all of us still abed, all of us still snoozed when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with the presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the chimney and trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the top to dump it.
Pooh-pooh to the Who's.
He was grinchishly humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down and Whoville will cry. Hoo-hoo. That's a noise.
Grinned the Grinch.
That I simply must hear.
So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad, while the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He started...
Wait a minute, okay, now it's away in the manger.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes. But little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes.
The next one.
I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side in the morning is nigh. Sweet bells they ring, they ring out
Let's
the
stop.
new
They're
day.
just the two.
Oh.
Thanks.
Way to go, Kyle.
Singing it.
I don't know the lyrics.
You stay right there. You got your cheaters. You got your cheaters.
Somehow or other, it came just the same.
Miss Illinois.
And the Grinch with his Grinch ice cream and snow, so
How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, and bags.
and he puzzled 3 hours till his clothes were restored. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas
He thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
and what happened then? Well, who will they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day, and the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toys and the food for the feast, and he himself, the Grinch, carved a roast feast.
Okay, now, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, of course.
Wish
Kyle.
you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish Joe a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Christmas is good enough.